Phantom Skycraft, The Mystery of Foo Fighters.
During the Second World War, pilots from both Allied and Axis forces reported encounters with enigmatic flying objects known as Foo Fighters. Witnesses frequently described these phenomena as luminous orbs or spheres that shadowed their aircraft, performed incredible maneuvers at astonishing speeds,
and emitted unusual lights. These incidents were meticulously logged in wartime flight diaries of multiple aviators, prompting questions about their origin and intent. Some theories propose that these sightings were caused by natural atmospheric anomalies or secret experimental military technology, yet the true identity of these early UFOs remains unresolved. The story of unidentified flying objects spans thousands of years, with accounts preserved in ancient civilizations, religious scriptures, historical chronicles, and military archives. These early encounters with unexplained aerial phenomena push the boundaries of our understanding of the universe and challenge our assumptions about humanity's place in the cosmos. Although skepticism persists and debates continue around the authenticity of these reports, they offer a fascinating window into the persistent enigma of UFOs and their ongoing presence throughout history. The investigation of UFOs is more than curiosity. Represents a human quest for answers, a drive to decipher the mysteries of these unidentified visitors, and an exploration of the unknown that transcends time and culture. Music. Freaky links in the modern Thunderbird revival. In the year 2000, a widely viewed television program named Freaky Links reignited public fascination with the legendary Thunderbird photograph by producing a staged image that drew immense attention. The photograph portrayed a lifeless pterosaur-like creature sprawled across an expansive field, its vast wings majestically extended. Surrounding the prehistoric beast were 7 men dressed in Civil War-era clothing, each holding rifles, evoking a strong sense of historical intrigue. Notably, one of the men stood prominently at the creature's forefront, confidently placing his foot atop the mythical being. This striking image, created by Fox TV and Universal Studios, has since been curated at the prestigious International Cryptozoology Museum, where it continues to captivate enthusiasts of rare and hidden animal species. Beyond this particular illustration, there has been a surge of similar photographs emerging online. These images depict colossal winged reptiles lying deceased alongside humans, though they do not appear to be directly connected to either the Freaky Links production or the original montage. While many of these photos are likely modern recreations, the exact origins of numerous images remain uncertain, fueling speculation and curiosity. This phenomenon has sparked considerable intrigue and debate among both researchers and internet users, prompting continued investigation into the authenticity and provenance of these mysterious photographs. The enduring fascination with these images underscores the persistent allure of the Thunderbird legend and the human desire to explore cryptic and unexplained mysteries. The story of Bell's Thunderbird continues to intertwine with modern recreations and the digital age, ensuring that the legend remains a vivid and compelling enigma for both cryptozoologists and the public alike. The Enigma of Belle Starr. Belle Starr, a notorious figure of the 1870s and 1880s, earned the infamous nickname Bandit Queen due to her daring involvement in horse theft and highway robbery, primarily across the expansive territories of Oklahoma. This bold outlaw not only carved a name for herself in the criminal underworld but also engaged in romantic relationships with a string of male bandits, further enhancing her intriguing persona. Her list of paramours included the infamous Jim Reed Cole, younger Jim July, and Sam Starr, the latter of whose surname she famously adopted, etching it into the annals of history. Belle Starr's tumultuous and riveting life captivated the public imagination during her era. Throughout her criminal career, she participated in numerous illegal activities, leading to multiple incarcerations. Surprisingly, she successfully evaded law enforcement for significant periods, even while fulfilling her role as a mother. Unfazed by societal gender norms, Belle continued her outlaw pursuits, driven by an unwavering desire for wealth and power. However, her criminal escapades met a sudden end on February 3, 1889, when an unknown assailant claimed her life in a small Oklahoma town, leaving a trail of suspected perpetrators. Belle's criminal portfolio spanned horse theft, wagon train robberies, and general store holdups across Oklahoma, North Texas, and Arkansas. Among her many adversaries, one figure stood out: Jim July, Belle's former lover. Historians describe July as particularly stormy and turbulent, and his relationship with Belle mirrored that intensity, marked by constant quarrels and lingering animosity. Even after their separation, allegedly, July went so far as to offer monetary compensation to someone willing to eliminate his ex-partner. On the day of Belle Starr's demise, she was meant to accompany July to Fort Smith, Arkansas, to face charges of horse theft. Both were expected to surrender to the authorities, but during their journey, Belle reportedly experienced a change of heart, expressing reluctance to proceed. Tragically, on a desolate country road devoid of witnesses, she was fatally attacked. One newspaper report claimed she had been fired upon 60 times. Though this is highly improbable, some accounts suggest she made it to a nearby farmhouse, but her injuries proved fatal and she succumbed shortly thereafter. Belle's death caused a stir in the region, attracting attention from locals known for her unpredictable and notorious behavior. She had made numerous enemies, ranging from neighbors to the local sheriff. Initial suspicion fell on July, though later investigations focused on another individual, Watson, who had a long-standing feud with Belle. Watson was brought to trial but ultimately acquitted due to insufficient evidence. July, meanwhile, faced no formal legal proceedings. The case of Belle Starr remains unsolved, leaving her legacy shrouded in mystery. The enigmatic disappearance of Jackson Brent Garcia. The case concerns the mysterious disappearance of Jackson Brent Garcia, an 18-year-old who vanished on December 26, 2020 in Sumter County, South Carolina. The last confirmed sighting of Garcia occurred on Ithaca Drive, where he departed from his cousin's residence that evening. At the time of his disappearance, Garcia was living in Sumter, South Carolina alongside his grandmother. He is commonly referred to by his nickname Brent. This unexplained disappearance has raised numerous questions and demands a thorough investigation. According to his family, who describe him as a caring and family-oriented individual, it was highly uncharacteristic for Brent to vanish without contacting anyone. On December 25, 2020, Garcia began the day surrounded by his cherished family, joyfully participating in Christmas celebrations and eagerly unwrapping presents. Between 4 o'clock and 5:30 p.m. he engaged in separate phone calls with his brother and grandmother, informing them that he was playing games at his cousin's house and reassuring them of his imminent return home. Following his failure to return, Garcia's grandmother made multiple attempts to contact him, but despite her persistent efforts, he did not answer, leaving her worried and anxious. On the evening of December 26, 2020, Garcia was seen for the final time by his cousin at the Ithaca Drive residence. This sighting occurred while both were outside with the family dog. At approximately 7 p.m., his cousin brought the dog indoors and returned to the house only to discover that Garcia was mysteriously gone. This sudden disappearance left everyone perplexed and deeply concerned about his whereabouts. According to available information, Garcia has not returned home, and there has been no communication from him since. While his cousin did not witness his departure, it is widely believed that Brent left the area on foot. On December 28, 2020, Garcia's mother filed a missing person report. During the investigation, authorities received numerous reports. Potential sightings around the time of his disappearance. Local law enforcement conducted extensive searches employing aerial surveillance, foot patrols, and highly trained canine units. Family members revealed that Garcia had a documented history of anxiety, which was well known to his loved ones. Unfortunately, he had not brought his prescribed medications essential for maintaining his health stability prior to his disappearance. Despite an extensive investigation, authorities were unable to uncover any substantial evidence, motives, or leads related to the mysterious disappearance of Jackson Brent Garcia. Crime Stoppers and the Sumter Police Department have jointly offered a $10,000 reward for information that could help locate Brent. The circumstances surrounding Jackson Brent Garcia's disappearance remain unclear, and his case continues to be classified as missing, leaving lingering questions about his fate. The Enigma of Tabitha Goines. The case of Tabitha Goines remains unsolved. Tabitha Goines, a 39-year-old woman, went missing in Ville, North Carolina on November 24, 2019. A mother of 4, her sudden disappearance caused intense concern for her family. In the early hours of November 24, 2019, around 12:30 a.m., Tabitha left the residence where she had been staying. While walking through dense woods, she fell behind her boyfriend, who suddenly turned and realized she had vanished. Confusion and alarm immediately set in. At the time of her disappearance, Tabitha was wearing a sleek black zip-up jacket, trendy leopard print leggings, and a stylish pair of gray and orange Nike Air Max sneakers. Her boyfriend, Dennis Lorien, was the last person to see her. According to his account, he was detained by alcohol law enforcement on the night she disappeared. During the raid, they took shelter in the nearby woods, where he lost sight of her amid the chaotic events. Subsequently, he called a neighbor for assistance. Following her disappearance, Lorien declined a polygraph test and sought legal counsel. Authorities conducted extensive searches in the area. During the investigation, a key item was recovered: Tabitha's eyeglasses, which she was confirmed to be wearing on December 23, 2019. Law enforcement also executed a search warrant at a private residence within her apartment complex as part of ongoing efforts to understand her sudden vanishing. Authorities encouraged the public to contact emergency services if they had any information regarding her disappearance. In February 2020, a confrontation occurred between Dennis Lorien and Tabitha's estranged husband, Anthony Goines. Deputies responded to an urgent call and found Lorien with visible cuts on his face and neck, requiring immediate medical care. He underwent surgical intervention to repair the injuries. According to Lorien, he encountered Goines while driving on Highway 87 South, prompting him to pull over and engage in conversation. During this encounter, after a brief drive and discussion, Lorien steered the vehicle toward a BP station on Sand Hill Road, where Goines suddenly produced a box cutter and attacked him, leaving Lorien in shock. Goins subsequently faced law enforcement, and Tabitha's father believes the incident is connected to her disappearance. Her family also suspects that Lorien may hold additional information about Tabitha's vanishing that has not been disclosed to authorities to this day. The exact circumstances and location of Tabitha Goins remain unknown. Despite exhaustive investigations, no suspects or persons of interest have been officially identified in connection with her disappearance. The case remains one of North Carolina's most perplexing unsolved mysteries.